As you all know that the government of Kerensky failed to come up to the expectation of the people. Lenin at that time was abroad. When he heard about the February Revolution, he returned to Russia in April 1917 and he forwarded certain demands before Kerensky which were not accepted. That demands were called as April Thesis. Provisional government continued the war. No distribution of land was done for the peasants. Industries were not nationalized. The workers were not given rights and freedom. As a result of which, the people very soon became fed up with the government of Kerensky, and Lenin got the opportunity to start to mobilize the masses once again for the revolution. And we find that just after 5 to 6 months of the February Revolution, another massive revolution was started in the form of October Revolution, which again was successful. Lenin managed to get the support of both the workers and the soldiers. And finally, on 24th October, the uprising began. Kerensky fled away from the country. Once again, the Bolsheviks controlled the Moscow-Petrograd area after a heavy fighting, and in this way we find that again in the same year new government was formed in Russia, but this time under the leadership of Lenin. And after coming to power, Lenin made peace with Germany, withdraw from the war. All the industries were nationalized, landed properties of the landlords and nobles were confiscated, centralized planning was adopted, and a secret police was formed by Cheka in order to trace out all those persons who are still supporting the Tsar or that of the Alexander Kerensky. So immediately after coming to power, Lenin started working for the people, started working to come up to the expectation of the people, and did not want to repeat the mistakes as was committed by Alexander Kerensky. And to great extent, Lenin succeeded in winning the confidence of the people very soon. But Lenin had to face one major problem after coming to power. Civil war was started in 1918. Those groups who were not liking the rule of Lenin, they rose in rebellion, particularly the Greens, that is the socialist revolutionaries, and the White, who are the supporter of Tsar. They revolted against Lenin, and these rebels were even supported by the French, by France, America, Britain and Japan also, because they did not want the establishment of communist government in Russia. But finally we know that Lenin succeeded in coming out victoriously in this civil war. All the opponents and the enemies of Bolsheviks were suppressed, they were taken prisoners, they were either killed or they were executed. And very soon Lenin got rid of the problem of civil war and once again started concentrating on the development of the country. Civil war. Then what the Bolshevik government did under Lenin, all the industries were nationalized, centralized planning was introduced, industrial production gradually started increasing. However, the condition of the worker was still remained miserable. They were forced to live hard life. Schooling system was developed, arrangements were made for workers and peasants to enter universities, creches were established in factories, cheap health care was also provided, and living quarters were established for the workers. So all things were attempted to be done by Lenin in order to win the confidence of each and every section of the Russian society. Then Lenin died in 1924 and afterwards Stalin came to power, and Stalin introduced, in order to augment the agricultural production, Stalin adopted the collectivization program. You all know about it. All the lands of the farmers were taken away and a big farm was created that was known as kolkhoz. Most of the farmers, they refused to follow the collectivization program. They were forced to give up their land. Their land were taken away forcibly. Most of the farmers, they started working on the kolkhoz, but they did not work with interest. As a result of which, we find that production fell down considerably, resulting into famine in Russia. We find the adverse effect of this collectivization policy program on the economy of Russia. See the collectivization of agriculture. Its effect was very bad. Just go through it. Famine took place in Russia during the period of 1932 to 33, and it was said that this famine was the direct result of the collectivization program adopted by Stalin. In this famine, millions of people died as a result of the shortage of food. So all these are the important topics of the Russian Revolution.